Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will have the opening possession of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fry. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there to get this offense humming.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, go to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack. lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown.
He didn't go for the ball. It's hitting
being ready
wide.
for the football game and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gibson on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
He'll pull it on the read. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And I think offensively, at some point, you see that starts to get stretched toward the sidelines. I just want to cut that puppy up, get some positive yards instead of continuing to go towards the sideline. And now I created a negative play for my offense.
Part of the backfield. It's Roberts. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The play action fake. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The short hands, it's Harry. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch them.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick completion on the out. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back. He's got it out.
So exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Makes the catch. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Clemson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That's reeled in. It's Fry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense. especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Herring. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining 1st half than you?
Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Off-play action. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Right on the money. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Fry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Fry. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. They just keep firing. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Off-play action on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Rushes on him. On target to the left. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
The run from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The sure hands, it's Herring. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
To the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. This time it's complete. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the grab over the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Fry. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.